Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. It's me, you know me, the host, Jamal. Let's do a quick attendance, shall we? Co-host, where you at? Reeves, say hello.
I don't see him.
Hold on, maybe it's Reeves, co-host of the podcast, Pod Chef. Please say what's up.
Did you check the bathroom?
I checked the bathroom. No one's in the bathroom.
He's usually in the
Reeves.
bathroom.
Reeves, please speak up. Okay, Reeves is doing a bit.
Is he not here?
Reeves is not here. It
And you
seems
checked
like
the bathroom.
I checked the bathroom twice.
You did double check. Okay.
I always check twice. I knew you were gonna ask me.
Yeah, and you lifted the seat, right?
I always lift the seat in case he fell in.
And you put it back down, right? In case the woman comes in after you.
I'll be right back.
The seat was up.
to put down the seat. All right, I'm back. I put the seat down.
Good. Okay.
Reeves is definitely not in there. Now I've checked 3 times.
Okay. Well, the 3 times confirms it.
So my question is, if he's not here and he's the co-host, what does that make you for this episode?
I think it makes me the co-host, but I should have been the host because that would have been fun, right?
Why should have you been the host?
I don't know.
I'm here. I'm the
mix
host.
it up.
Mix
You're
it up.
never here. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for you to get an injury so I can slide in there.
You're never gonna slide.
And I could Tom Brady you.
We literally have reviews of people saying they're so happy that I'm the host and that this has been squared away.
We do?
Yes, we've got reviews on the podcast, on Apple Podcasts, saying we're so happy that the hosting gig has been squared away and that it's Jamal.
I don't remember seeing that one.
Well, we didn't bring it up because you are sensitive to that stuff.
I'm very sensitive to that
Try
stuff.
to shield you to the things that would make you cry.
Well, I thank you.
But now you know.
Well, I won't cry unless I see it.
Okay, well, I'll send you a picture after this.
Okay, don't do that because I don't want to cry because I've already cried once today.
Why?
Well, a lot of my stories are long, so I can't tell the
We got plenty of time. Our host, my co-host, isn't here. Fill up
I know,
some
but
time.
people also complain about my stories being too long. So
They sure do.
I'll give you a shortened version of why
this is still gonna be long.
why I cried today. And the shortened version is it wasn't a full-on cry. It was like eyes watered. And now this is a true story. I wasn't going to tell a bit, but this is a true story. So I have a tattoo of one of my dogs on my leg. And I was like,
Which dog?
Of Everett.
And that's the dog he loves more. Everyone who's listening.
He's
the dog he loves more. That's why he got a tattoo of that dog on his leg.
It's Carrie's job to get a tattoo of Ripley, or I'll do it. It just tattoos hurt. I don't know why I would ever get them again.
Says the guy who has multiple tattoos. Keep going.
I have 2. And they're both very, very painful. And I was like, oh, I should reach out to the person who did this and like get that design so I can make like a shirt of it or make like stickers of it.
Please don't tell me this person's passed away from COVID.
No, she's still alive.
Okay.
But as I was thinking that, I was like, oh, so I would have this when, I'm not even going to say what would happen, but if something were to happen, then I would have all these like stickers and I could like tell people about these stickers in the shirt. And I got very sad thinking about it.
Are you talking about the stickers for the doggies?
Yes.
So you're thinking of the day where you take them out for a walk and they get off the leash and they run away?
That's not going to happen. They love.
Let's prepare for that. You take them out. It's a normal day.
I can't do this.
You're just taking them out and they're barking at some other dog. And you're like, Everett, stop it. You're my favorite. Stop it, Everett. And then out of nowhere, he like gets really rowdy and he bursts off. The chain breaks. Finally, the integrity of the metal clasp has now been stretched to its limit, like a ship's hull that's been battered by waves in the deep ocean. And it just breaks and he bolts And now he's just in West Orange, New Jersey somewhere.
I'm not playing this scenario because for
And
two
then what do you
reasons.
do as you're watching your dog, literally man's best friend, abandon you?
He would never. Ripley
just-
might do it. Ripley would do it.
And now we have this also on audio. This is why he hates Ripley. This is why Ripley does not have a tattoo on your body. You think Ripley is the problem child.
No, I don't. It's Ripley. She's like a cat. She doesn't need us. Like, she will come to us if she wants something or needs something. But other than that, she's like, you guys are just here to feed me sometimes, and that's it. Everett, like, is a baby and needs us and
Got
needs
it.
to be cuddled and hugged and
Got
picked up and taken for walks and carried up the stairs and given little.
So that's why you have a tattoo of Everett, because Everett makes you feel useful.
Yeah, he makes me feel like
And you
I'm
don't-
daddy.
And you don't care about Ripley because Ripley has the fortitude to stand on her own 4 legs.
I care about her. It's just there's not this like. It's not like I love Ripley to death. She's a really good dog. She's a good girl.
Good save. She's
But-
listening.
No, I'm gonna get one, or Carrie will get one. It's just they hurt a lot.
Why do you keep pushing this on to Carrie? Why don't you go? You got big
She
legs.
has lots of tattoos.
Put it on both of your calves. You can fit an entire 101 Dalmatians on those calves.
Well, I wouldn't do that because then Cruella would come for me.
Stop putting it on Carrie to get another tattoo when you've got plenty of real estate.
Fine, plenty of real estate. Fine, I'll do it. They hurt a lot, and I don't know why I.
You know what also hurts? If your dog
Whoa.
could understand English.
Could you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
It's
I'm,
thunder.
I'm seeing lightning behind you.
Yeah, it's crazy here.
Let me tell you something that really hurts. If Ripley could understand English and then listen to this podcast and this opening, it would devastate her. It would cut her deeper than any ink stain that's being
I've not said
deposited
any-
right underneath your skin
I'm not saying anything disparaging
in the
about her.
subdermal layer.
Okay. Don't talk to me about it just because you know so much about skin. She won't listen to this podcast. She has better taste than to listen to this podcast. She would listen to some podcasts about like cryptozoology or like the woods or something. That's what she'd be into.
Yeah, if she finally broke off that chain when we took her for a walk.
No, but she does try to leave the yard. She's done it before and she'll do it again.
I don't blame her.
Why?
The hostility
Oh,
she's getting in the
okay.
house.
All right,
No
there's
one
no
loves
hostility
her.
here. There's no, that's not true.
My goodness. Everyone who's listening to this, go ahead and leave a review on what you think about how Brian doesn't love one of his dogs as much as he loves the other one. And just kind of let us know. And if you think that's like worth 5 stars or whatnot. So Reeves is not here. Where is Reeves, Brian?
He is in my hometown. I don't want to burn all this because I feel like we will at some point do
An
a
episode,
Shinkatig episode.
a live in real life episode of
Yeah, or just like,
Shinkatig.
after having been there and experienced it, we all talk about it together. But Reeves
Yeah.
is visiting my hometown currently of Shinkatig Island, Virginia.
Shinkatig.
Shinkatig Island, Virginia.
Shinkatig.
And I hope you're having a great time. We miss you, buddy. Hope you are listening to my food recommendations. And you're enjoying that beach.
Brian has a tattoo of Reeves on his leg, too.
But not you.
I keep telling him to get a tattoo of me, and he's like, I don't know if I can do that skin color. So Reeves is in your hometown,
Yeah.
living it up for a week. We asked him if he wanted to record while he was there. He said absolutely not.
I've done records on vacation.
Yep, you have, which, this will bring up to Tom when it comes to report card time. When we talk about attendance this time, I'm pretty sure Tom's going to take into account, okay, you went to where Brian's from. Brian recorded on vacation. I think you can too, Reeves. So
And they have internet there. Like,
And
it's
they
new, but
they
they have internet there.
yeah, internet's brand new there. It's called what's it called there? It's not dial up. It's
No, so it's
like
so everyone has a can, and then
Mhm.
each can's attached to a little string, and it all
Mhm.
attaches to each other's house.
Yep.
And that's the internet there.
yep.
But it works. It works good enough. You can
Yep.
go on your Q forums and shit like that.
That's how you asked Carrie out originally, right? You picked up your can and you said, "Carrie Ann, are you there?"
And I got lots of wrong people because there's no way to like choose who it goes to. So
There's no switchboard when you use that.
no, there's no
It's
person
just-
working the switchboard.
Yeah.
There was, but he got fired.
Yeah.
because he was using the strings to do like dominatrix stuff and tie himself up. It's late. It's after hours. We're talking nasty.
Anyways, you got the right Carrie Ann on there, and she said yes, and look where you are today.
I'm married and I'm West Orange.
Let's do chefs I prepared for you. Let's just get through this. Chefs I prepared for you is a segment we do where we talk about what we had for dinner last night, as if we were presenting it for the chefs of Top Chef. Chefs I prepared for you. I procured Pad See I got me a little Thai food.
Is Pad See Ew the drunken noodles?
No, I would have said drunken noodles.
Well, they have drunken noodles is like the American name for it.
No, it's called drunken noodles. Pad See is not drunken noodles. Right?
Okay.
Something
But
different.
but it's the wide noodles, right?
Yes, wide noodles. You got
Yeah.
wide noodles. You got egg in there. You got
Mhm.
chicken. You got
Mhm.
broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
You got the sweet soy sauce.
You got any sides?
Oh yeah, we got Thai bacon, and we got Thai. What is the other side? Oh, we got dumplings.
What is Thai bacon?
It's like candied bacon.
Okay.
Yeah, it was too much for me.
I don't eat bacon. So.
Oh, okay.
And I never got the whole bacon
Uh-oh.
buzz that was so big, and people were buying bacon band-aids and bacon shirts, and bacon was everyone's spirit animal, and I never got that.
I never got that either.
It's fine. It's fine.
That seemed like something your people would do more than mine.
My people? Fat people?
Yeah, that and white people.
White and fat. Yeah, I clicked 2 boxes that would love bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. What are you going to do?
What, bacon's fine?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, like there's nothing to write home about. What'd you have, Brian? Did you forget what segment we're doing?
No, we're having a conversation.
This is not conversation.
Reasons are here to keep us on track.
I'm still kind of thrown off that you like one of your dogs more than the other. That's bothering me. It really is bothering. And I'll tell you why it's bothering me. Because my mom flatly said once that she liked my sister more than she liked me. And that stuck to me till this day.
She said it once?
She said it.
Okay.
And
so
I'm the one who got good grades.
So
I'm
what you're doing is you're projecting your own personal thing onto me and my dogs.
Oh, yeah, I do it all the time.
Okay.
I do it specifically to you and your dogs.
Have you told your mom that when she said that it hurt you a lot?
Yeah.
Did you say it as a joke?
No. I said, hey, I just want you to know. You know that thing you said that you probably said flippantly, but I took to heart 15 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
It's still with me.
And what did she say? She said, "This is why your sister's my favorite. She doesn't bring shit up 15 years
she
ago."
Said, she's literally looked at me and said, "You're a little bitch." And I said, "Mom, you're doing it again." She said, "Shut up, nigga."
And this was at the cookout, and everyone was laughing at you.
Yeah, this was at the cookout. I was getting clowned even more. And everyone's like, "Why would you bring that up at the cookout? Like, wait until we're all gone. Now you look stupid."
She took it to the Apollo, mate.
Yeah.
She did it there too, and
she literally came out of the Apollo and said, "And this little nigga, you unbelievable. Understand? He came out here talking about, oh, you hurt my feelings, Mom."
And the place just fucking went crazy.
The place went crazy. I got kicked out. I wasn't even on stage.
You got
the Sandman took me out of the audience and kicked me out and threw me out on the sidewalk. And I was like, I'm now just in Harlem. What's like my mom's still on stage doing a set about me. How did I get kicked out?
People were coming and you were out there waiting for her. People come out there like, there he is.
People came out and they were like, ha.
They were doing the Lil Jon to you.
Yeah, they're like they're like, ah.
Now I feel like we both forgot what segment we're doing. Okay, so your deep sea, not so deep. You're very on the surface. Mother issues aside, chefs. Last night, I prepared for you. I brined chicken, chicken thighs, and chicken breast tenders in buttermilk for 4 hours. The buttermilk had white pepper in it, paprika, put some Old Bay in there, put some regular pepper, some salt, some chili powder. Let it sit for 4 hours. was a little worried because the chicken thighs had a little bit of a smell to them, but I looked up online and it said that sometimes vacuum sealed chicken can have a smell to them. So,
What was the smell?
like an eggy smell, which usually means salmonella,
Yeah.
but it was light. It was slight, and it said that it could be from, and it wasn't expired
How do you know?
because the date was on there.
You know those dates lie, right?
Numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, numbers never lie.
Numbers always lie.
Numbers never lie.
Numbers lie a lot.
Okay, well, if it's slow acting salmonella, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so I brined all that chicken. I've never made fried chicken before. I've always been too afraid
You
to make
love
fried
using
chicken.
this new word, brine.
Oh, because when you, yeah, it's what it is. And it's sort of like my name. That's why I love it so much.
Spelled with an I, though.
It's like how like a redneck would say my name. Brian.
Oh, boy. And, okay. I want to apologize to our redneck contingent. I
No,
don't
those are
refer
my
to you that
people.
way. I don't refer to you that way, but
Those are my people.
if that was offensive, please leave a review.
Those are my people. I'm allowed to say that. So yeah, I've always been afraid to fry chicken because chicken is such a sensitive thing. If you don't cook it right, you eat it and die. You get real sick.
Uh-huh.
And
I like mine medium rare.
you keep it pink in the middle.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I, tossed it in flour with more paprika, more Old Bay,
Wow.
chili powder, onion powder, white pepper,
That's
garlic,
a lot
salt.
of work for you.
It was a 3-hour process from beginning to end. I had started at 7:00 and I finished eating at 9. And I eat very fast. It was 30 seconds of eating.
That's not 3 hours, by the way.
That's 2 hours. You're right. Okay, 2 hours. Numbers don't lie. Numbers
I
don't lie.
told you numbers lie.
No,
all the
I
time.
lie. I'm an untrustworthy narrator. And I had a little side salad on the side with some fresh cucumbers that I cut up and little cherry tomatoes, and it was very good. And I didn't get sick. I'm not sick,
Mhm.
and I felt really good. My house smells like my Aunt Bobby's house. Is what I said. My Aunt Bobby was always frying food, so now my house smells like my Aunt Bobby's house. But
Your Aunt Bobby,
my her name is Barbara.
and you call her Bobby.
Yeah, she goes by Bobby.
Okay.
She's the worst person in the world. Shout out to anyone in my family listening to this. She's a miserable old lady who's always been very mean to me. No, it's true. It's very true.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch left over because I made too much. I made like 8 thighs and like stuff. So there's a ton of food. So it
Notice
was a
you
lot of
haven't
fun.
offered me any.
You want? No, I'm not supposed
Literally sitting next to you.
to. No, you're not.
Literally sitting next to you. You can't offer me any.
Would you like some chicken?
I don't want some like force fed chicken that you don't really want me to share with you.
No, I'd love for you to have some. I
Some
couldn't possibly
charity.
finish it all.
You're giving me some charity chicken now.
Charity chicken sounds great. That sounds like a fun show.
Charity chicken?
Yeah, people compete for chickens. It's like supermarket sweep, but like sadder. Because chickens are cheap.
Okay, so you did 2 hours of prep and like 20 minutes of cooking. You made all this deep fried chicken.
No, the cooking took forever because each like session of chicken took like 15 minutes,
Oh boy.
and I took like 3 things because it's only like 3 pieces each
Which
time.
kind of oil did you use?
Canola.
Canola
It says I had to use a
from New Orleans.
yeah, I had to use a. It's either canola or peanut, and peanut was very expensive, so we went canola. It tasted fine. It still would have been better if I'd have gone to Popeyes or something. I don't get the whole thing about cooking for yourself. It's fine. It took a long time, and Popeyes tastes better. What are you gonna do?
Sorry, I got like a fly in here. It's bugging me.
Breaking Bad.
It's literally the only thing I can think of right now. I
So
gotta
you-
destroy it.
Didn't hear my funny story about how Popeyes is better.
I'll listen to it on the re-listen.
Okay.
All right, so that's our chefs I prepared for you. Let me think of a good segue here.
What's this episode called?
First impressions. So let me think of a good segue here.
I feel like every first episode is called First Impressions of the show. Be more creative, Top Chef.
Okay, so Brian, when you first met me, what did you think of me?
That's a good question. I thought you were very funny.
I can tell everyone right now. Brian did not like me when he first met me.
Is that true?
I know that for a fact.
What's that?
It's across the board. Most people who meet me.
I don't know if that's true.
Are you sure?
I think I was probably no, because we first met like in an improv class.
Was it?
I
don't
have no
remember taking
idea.
a class with you.
Like Sean Westfall's class. Shout out Sean Westfall if he listens.
Shout out Sean Westfall. I don't remember us taking a class together.
Okay, maybe we didn't.
Okay, so finish this so I can do my segue.
I did. I thought you were funny.
All right, well, that was my first impression. We'll be right back after this break.
Lazy and cheap.
Keep that in. All right, we're back. Season 3, episode 2, first impressions. Let's talk about this. Let's intro the chef testants for season 3, Miami. Let's just go down. We got Leah Bardine. We got Camille Becerra. Sandy, what?
This is boring.
Sandy Birdsong. Clay Bowen. Mika Eldenstein. Hung Hyun. Chris Jacobson, Howie Kleinberg, Dale Levitsky, Sarah Mayer, Brian, Sarah, Joey, Casey. You know, the classics are here. You got a black guy named Trey. The classics are here.
Black guy named Trey. You gotta have a black guy named Trey.
You gotta have Trey big.
If it's the early 2000s, there's gotta be a black guy on TV named Trey.
This isn't. This is the late 2000s.
I don't know how time works. When did this come out?
2007.
That's early 2000s. We're in 2021. That's the early 2000s.
Nah, this is late 2000s. We've seen all we need to see from the 2000s, trust me.
Tell me about it.
All right, so that's your contestants. They're here.
They're in Miami.
They're ready.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenidos a Miami. And I don't want to take the joke, but if you've seen Tomorrow War, they're in Miami and they go to the future and it's like a devastated Miami. It's all, it's all crap. And I was like, oh, Will Smith, right? Welcome to Miami in my head. And then one of the characters says, I hope no one tells Will Smith about this. It was very funny. It was a very funny joke.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good movie too. The monsters, aliens were very scary.
Yeah. Well, all right. No one else was scary.
What?
The small talk that Tom gives in the beginning of this episode. I don't know if you caught it, but listen to how awkward his opening speech is to the contestants.
Welcome to Miami.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to introduce you to our head judge, Tom Colicchio.
Thank you, Padma. Welcome to Miami and to Top Chef Season 3. As much as I would like to help you and jump in, I'm not your mentor. I'm the head judge of the show. My job is to check out what you're doing in the kitchen and to report back to the other judges. Looking forward to a great season. You all look like you're ready to go. Good luck.
How many times do you think he had to do that take?
I think a couple. I think because he kept saying that he was their mentor. And they could be like, no, Tom, you're not their mentor.
He's like, but I am. They do look up to me.
They look up to me. They love me.
They're literally on TC because of TC.
I wonder if, like, when they showed up, they're like, hey, Tom, I'm so excited to work with you and to do this stuff. And he was like, oh, I got to shut this shit down now. And,
So
like,
many
tell them
people
from the
said it.
start, like, hey, guess what, peons? I'm top dog here.
Yeah.
I'm not your buddy. I'm not your pal. I'm the fucking head judge.
Half of you aren't even going to be here long enough for me to get to know.
I'm not going to learn any of your names. Who are you? You, New York guy 1, New York guy 2?
Yeah. If you make it past Restaurant Wars, I'll learn your name.
I'll think about learning your name. Until then, you're nobody. And I'll know you by how you look. So it's like fat guy, Asian guy.
And you, I will learn your name because you're black. Is your name Trey? Are you a bald guy?
This episode, Padma's intro was so great. She when before Tom speaks in the role of the credits, Padma's like, and our head judge Tom doesn't miss a thing, which I thought was very very funny. They're really trying to sell us on Tom this season, and
Tom
you know
Ford.
what? I'm buying on Tom.
It's not Tom Ford. It's Tom Forward.
It's Tom Forward. We're doing a lot of Tom stuff here.
So they have to do an amuse-bouche for their quickfire challenge, and this seems like they completely and utterly planned for Miami. They got the contestants there and said, "Oh crap, we forgot to set up for a quickfire challenge," and they said, "Just make them make an amuse bouche with all this stuff we have sitting out at the reception," and that's what they make them do.
Yeah, and even some of the women were wearing heels and they still did it.
Yeah, can you believe it?
Can you
In heels?
believe that? They were in heels. and
That's
they made
not
food.
cooking shoes.
Those aren't cooking shoes. Cooking shoes are either barefoot or Crocs.
Yeah.
I mean, you barefoot because you want to feel the food.
Can I tell you something? I love being barefoot in the kitchen.
I love being pregnant and barefoot in the kitchen. That's the only way I want to live the rest of my life. I've done it once and it was great. And I'll keep doing it forever.
Is there anything else you need?
Corona in my hand. Cigarette in the other hand. Harming the fetus.
Baby in the swaddle.
I do want to, we talked a lot about Trey. I do want to, before we go past it, Trey shows off his tattoo. We talk about tattoos a lot. It's on his forearm and it's in the world's worst font. It just says in all caps, "Gotta have passion."
Yeah.
And my man,
Comic Sans.
It looks so bad.
It looks terrible.
It looks so bad.
It looks like someone who got out of jail started a tattoo shop and gave him that tattoo.
It's definitely done with a pen that's been turned into a tattoo gun. It looked awful, and he showed it off. Like people are gonna have bad tattoos. It happens. Don't show them on TV.
Yeah.
Keep them to yourself.
Keep them
Cover
to
them
yourself.
up.
Don't be that proud about them either.
No, because we all know they're bad. Just like be like, "Oh yeah, it's bad, huh?" So we all laugh with you, not at you.
So I just want to bring up one of the contestants, Clay. I feel for this dude immediately because he doesn't know what a amuse-bouche is. And everyone's attacking him for it. Everyone's like kind of clowning him, kind of laughing, kind of snickering behind his back. Even Tom's like, "This is a lot. I didn't ask for this." And he like gives him a whole apple with stuff inside of it because he didn't know what a amuse-bouche is. And I'm just like, "Oh, Clay, come on, brother." I felt bad from this episode.
No, yeah, this episode shits all over him, and then he gives us a very sad story.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that because it sets a tone. I thought after hearing that story, I said, "There's no way they send them home." There's no way after telling that story about what he's gone through that they send him home.
I would be interested in looking him up and seeing if he still is related to food at all.
Like he's doing food at all?
Yeah, if he's even remotely cooking.
Okay, so Brian's looking him up. I'm going to bet right now that he's not, that this show broke him.
This is from 2013, so it's a little far behind.
Mm-hmm.
It was only 5 years after his episode came out.
She's still cooking?
LinkedIn says he moved back to his home state of Mississippi and is now an executive chef at Sodexo, a food services company.
Hey, well, he's still in food. I'm eating crow now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe not. That's in 2013 though. So
yeah. So that is a while ago. So that's 8 years ago.
Yeah. So he also just has. Yeah. He's just not kind of. He's he looks like he's going home in the first episode. He makes a bowl out of an apple, which is not the type of bowl I've made out of an apple. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
You know what
so
I'm saying?
Why don't you go in depth on that?
Weed joke.
Oh, I don't want to talk about drugs. So Mika wins, and
she's got a fun accent. She has a great bucket hat on during this.
Yeah,
she looks like she's straight out of like the 90s and 2000s with her look right now. It's fantastic.
She makes Tuscan sushi revisited, Italian ham with fig jam, prosciutto, and balsamic dressing. From
those are all great things.
Some of the stuff that was in the little what was it? Why can't I think of this word right now?
A spread.
The spread. Yeah,
catering.
The catering spread in front of them. So now they have to do an elimination challenge, and they get the night to go back to the cool penthouse that they're staying at and see that it has a jacuzzi and all this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And then everyone gets to get their personality out a little bit, and Howie goes out of his way to tell everyone he's not there to make friends. There's always that person who's always like, "I'm not here to make friends." It's the Tiffany of the season. I'm here to cook. I'm not here to make friends. It's the Tiffany, it's the Marcel, and now we've got Howie doing it.
I don't know the difference between Howie and Joey. They look very different, but in my head, they will forever be the same person.
You don't know the difference between Howie and Joey?
One is hair and one is bald.
Here, let me play the difference between Howie and Joey.
Relax, it's okay.
I would glance over at Clay and I see Micah telling him, oh, slow down, you got enough time.
You'll find everything, and if you don't, you just change it.
Clay's a grown boy. If Clay didn't know what he was doing, he wouldn't be here right now.
Sometimes you just have to ask the man.
I hope she don't tell me what to do. I'll tell her to go yourself.
That's the difference between Clay and
That's
Howie
Joey,
and Joey.
right?
Joey's the misogynist.
Joey
and Howie is a normal fucking human being.
If you need to know the difference between Howie and Joey, Joey thinks that women should never tell him anything.
Anything.
And that Clay's a grown man.
She's literally just trying to help Clay calm down. And he's like taking like a personal attack.
She's helping him.
She's
it's not like
literally
she was
helping him.
She wasn't telling him what to do.
Wasn't telling him to do at all.
If she was telling him what to do, I get it.
Yeah, if she was, Joey, I'm right there with you. But she's not.
No, look, man. If she was like, do this, do that,
Yeah.
take the trash out,
Yeah.
walk the dogs, like pick up your underwear and socks, I am right there with
Yeah.
you, Joey.
Joey, I'm like Republican judges after the last election. If there was some voter fraud, please show me some evidence, baby. I want to turn this knob. I really want to return everyone to the polls. But you didn't show me anything. And
No,
that's
she's
not what's
being
happening.
helpful. She's being helpful.
Yeah, she's being helpful. And he just went from 0 to 100. And I just kept thinking, man, what a treat you must be in like
Yeah,
your
what
everyday life.
happened there?
Like, you're
this is what you do.
You need a therapist, my friend.
Yeah, you 100% need to talk to
Because
somebody.
you're taking this very nonchalant interaction where someone's just trying to calm someone down and help them out in the store, find stuff, as like a personal attack. Joe, you're nuts. And and if I remember this season, I think he comes up again with his attacks. So buckle down for that. Buckle in for that.
Going back and watching this season now, there are two things that stick out to me. One, love the music. They don't do this music anymore. They don't do the Top Chef music anymore.
Yeah,
that's gone.
also. I just want to say before you keep going, that is the only thing they showed us when they went shopping. That's the only interaction they showed when they were shopping for food for the animation challenge.
And the other thing is that the chefs all want to beat each other up. Now they all like each other and they're friends. In the first 3 seasons of these shows, everyone wants to fight each other.
Yeah,
and they like that for TV.
They love it. It's perfect for TV.
So we didn't say what the Elimination Challenge was. They have to do a surf and turf.
Well, let's let Tom. Hold on. Tom does another great read.
Okay.
This is a Tom forward season.
There's Tom forward.
So let me play his great read.
Surf and turf is all about showing off. It's usually made from the most luxurious of ingredients like filet and lobster. However, that's too easy. By using these exotic ingredients to create your surf and turf, it's really going to give you an opportunity to get noticed, and hopefully for all the right reasons.
Thanks, Tom. Beautiful read and got us there. So they're doing surf and turf with like non-traditional
with gross stuff.
Yeah, I mean we've got ostrich, we got buffalo, there's
kangaroo.
abalone, kangaroo, there's alligator, snake, black chicken. Which, yes, the black chicken showed up on time. Okay, before you ask, there's gooey duck and there's eel. Okay, and guess who the guest judge is? Anthony Bourdain, and I'm over it.
Freaking rest in peace.
I'm over it.
You're over it?
I'm over the Bourdain hype. I was over the Bourdain hype back then.
I like him.
I didn't get it. I didn't understand it.
He is peak him. This is when it was like fun to be mean to people.
When? For who?
For the people who are doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
And they had the money and they had the power. That's what you do. This is when it's fun to mean to people. I was excited for Anthony Bourdain to be there. I wasn't excited for all these gross ingredients. I do like that they had to like draw knives to see which order they picked the gross ingredients. Because there are some normal ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Malarkey, who's a guy who shows up in later seasons too, picks what I would like to call 2 ingredients to make wiener food, because he gets both an eel and a snake.
Couple of dicks of the sea.
He's just gonna make a wiener meal.
Yep.
Cool, good on you, man.
I'm surprised he didn't like batter them and put them on a stick.
Yeah, and maybe put 2 eggs and put them on a
Yeah.
satin pillow.
Yeah.
This is a callback to last week.
Good job, Brad.
Thank you.
So yeah, they gotta pick at random from the knives, and yeah, some people get some good stuff, other people get crazy stuff like gooey duck. Although one of the contestants, Hung, is like, I want that gooey duck, and someone took one and he thought he was not gonna have another one by the time he got picked, but he got it.
When he took his time, he ran. They fucking grabbed the gooey duck.
Ran and
So
grabbed
like,
it. He was like,
just
I want
so,
this.
oh, this is
Yeah,
mine.
this is mine. I'm
And I want the
comfortable
black
with it.
chicken. I want the gooey duck and the black chicken.
And then I also like that we got into some of the cooking philosophies of some of the contestants. Let's listen to Clay's.
Thank you, Chef. I'm known for my Cajun Creole flair of cuisine. Definitely Southern influence. My cooking philosophy is bottom line, it's got to taste good first. If you wouldn't eat it, don't serve it to someone else.
And my philosophy is kind of the opposite of his, where I'm like, if I wouldn't eat it, I would serve it to someone else. Because I already made the decision, well, I'm not going to eat
that
it.
it's yucky and that someone else
Yeah,
needs to eat it.
someone else should eat this. I don't want it to go to waste.
Yeah, when I try things and they taste bad, I go, here, you eat this. I don't want this.
Yeah, that's normal. So
Yeah.
the fact that he's like, well, don't serve it to someone else if you're not going to eat it. Well, it's actually food waste, and we don't like that here at Pod Chef. So
Yeah, and if you noticed, and I'm not body shaming, Clay is a very slender man. He's very thin.
I'm body shaming.
And there's a good chance that he's thin because he gave away all his food that he tastes good to
Yeah,
him.
maybe you should stop giving away the food.
Stop giving away your Cajun Creole fried. See, they did my man dirty too because they didn't talk at all about his like fried fish tail, which he said was good, and I wanted to know if that was good or not. They didn't say. He said he's known for that. But I think he's giving all food tastes away that's good to give to somebody else. You don't want to eat it. He says it's yucky. He says this is too good for me. I deserve trash.
I believe when TC was walking around, Clay was like done cooking with like an hour left of prep.
Tom hit him with it. Tom walked up to him and he's like, "You look sick," or something. He's like, "You don't look very
You
good."
don't look good.
And he's like, "This is just how I look.
Yeah.
I'm sweaty. It's hot in here." And Tom's like, "Oh,
Meanwhile,
God."
he walked over to Howie, and Howie's like, "Yeah, I'm just taking my time." You know,
And then Tom walked over to the woman. And he's like, "Are you pregnant?" And she was like, "No."
Then why are you barefoot?
He was just over there, just like making water with everyone. He's like, "Yeah, you're tired. You look like shit. What are you pregnant? You're fat." He was pissing everybody off.
And he said, "Don't worry, none of this will be in the show."
Yeah, they cut all of it, but he gave he gave us the clips. He thinks it's very funny.
Yeah. He literally did drop off some reels. He's like, "Hey, you guys are doing season 3 this time, right? Here's some DVDs. Here's some of the B-roll that they didn't put on because I said no. I cut it, but you'll enjoy it. You'll like the jokes."
And then he told us that he's not our mentor. But I think that's wrong. I think he is our
that's
mentor.
very wrong. I mean, if you told us to do the podcast, you're very much our mentor, Tom.
And you give us like notes.
You give us clips. You give us report cards. You literally invite us to your restaurant and then trash it.
I was the special guest of your restaurant. You served me yucky fish.
You served him yucky fish, and we trashed your restaurant.
You know what happened? I bet he ate that fish, said it was yucky, and gave it to me.
Oh, that's probably what it was. It was secondhand fish.
He's a smart chef. He said, "This is yucky."
He said, "I wouldn't eat this. I'll give it to someone else."
I'll give it to this guy.
All right, that's a good bit. I like it.
I feel like we're going really fast. I feel like Reeves is like more of like the reserved, like slower pace of us, and with it just being you and I, we are just like whizzing. We're going
it might
very
also
fast.
be because it's almost 11 p.m. So
It's
Howie,
I'm 30. I'm 36. This is way past my bedtime.
Howie didn't plate his risotto, but they did say his risotto tasted good. So is that a plus? It cancels out, I think.
No, he did plate his risotto. He didn't plate his frog legs.
Oh, didn't plate the frog legs. You're right.
He
but
put
he
the
did
risotto.
He made risotto that was good though.
2 people made risotto in this episode, and they liked both of them.
Yeah,
Trey
that's
made
crazy.
it too. Trey made risotto.
Trey made risotto, and it was very good. And Howie did it too. I wonder what would have happened if he got his frog legs on the plate. But Howie is our first Dawn of the season.
How is our first Dawn? We get 2 Dawns in this.
We got 2 Dawns. Another Dawn is going to be Brian because he didn't finish plating either. So we got 2 Dawns this season, and they're both at. It's interesting this season when you don't finish plating, you get in the bottom, and you get. It's really strange because when you don't present food to the judges in this season, they actually take that seriously.
They're mad
They
about
bring
it.
you in, and they're like, "We're about to kick you off the show." Whereas, in later seasons, I don't want to pick out which one, season 18, you can like not plate food for like 4 episodes and you'll make it to the finals.
Yeah, I think back then things were different back then.
Yeah.
Risotto tastes different. People liked risotto back then.
Mm-hmm.
You could not put if you didn't put something on a plate, that's the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, you weren't worried about getting angry letters because you kicked off a black woman off your show.
But
So-
instead you crowned
We can't address it.
Problematic-
The lawyer
problematic
said we
winner.
can't address it. We cannot address it. The lawyer said we cannot talk about it.
just know that we're aware of it.
Yeah, we're aware of it.
We know it.
We
We're just
can't talk
We're
about
just
it.
choosing to not be able to talk about
Hey,
it.
if it's gossip going on in this school, we know all about it.
Yeah, if you're looking for Gossip Girls, you found them.
You found them, but we're not going to tell you. 'cause
And we're the new season of Gossip Girls. You think
we're the
that
new season.
that there's one now that's all like young black girls? No, it's me and Jamal, and it's a white guy and a black guy, and we're
Yeah.
Gossip Girls now.
And it's like the best of both worlds. So
We're Hannah Montana also.
exactly. So TC says Clay's dish is inedible, and Bourdain just crushes him basically for his food. I want to ask. Oh, keep going.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say Camille owns a restaurant in Brooklyn called Paloma. Well, she did in 2007. I want to know if it's still there. If you've been.
So here's what I've learned watching Top Chef. Restaurants don't last long.
No, they don't.
If that was open in 2007, there's no way it was open when I moved there in 20... What year is it now?
2021.
5 years ago? 2017?
Is that 5 years, Brian?
18, 19, 20, 21? 18, 2018. That's close. I'm one number off each time. Numbers don't lie.
What is it? What is 21 minus 18 to you?
21 minus 18, 3.
Yeah. Didn't you say 5 years?
Oh, yeah. Look, it's 10:45.
Oh my god.
It's 10:40. Look, math has never... Look, you know what?
Oh, I need Reeves.
You know what?
I need Reeves.
School-
Reeves, don't leave me anymore.
My whole thing is not to be smart, it's to be dumb. That's my thing.
Yeah.
And I'm living into that.
You're nailing it.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you.
Um
I'd rather be hot and dumb than ugly and smart.
all right. I can do that. Hey Dale, stop mentioning that you got picked last when you're talking about your food. We get
I
it.
wouldn't stop talking about it.
You got picked last. You still gotta perform. Okay?
I wouldn't stop talking about it. I'd be
Stop
like, I had
making-
to fucking make gross food.
You made chewy alligator.
They were like, this food is gross. I'd be like, you made me cook gross food.
Talking about gross food, can we talk about the fact that the judges are eating off the same plates? And
They
just
were
passing it
doing,
around?
they were doing, yeah, a
It's
lot of sharing.
So gross. To me, it is so gross.
It is
They're
fun
just-
though when Anthony Bourdain asks, he's like, I've been eyeing those, and he had to like
Yeah,
Thomas like passing the plate,
And you've been eyeing these. Why don't we do a little swapperoonie?
and that's fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's gross. I mean, that's they didn't know anything back then. In 2007, they were doing some crazy stuff, sharing food.
So I guess let's just get to it. Trey
What?
Bake and Hung.
Oh, the
So-
ending.
Trey Bake and Hung as a horse are in the winners bracket.
There is. I do love that they ask Trey and Hung if they tried each other's food.
Yeah.
And we know they did because we know that Trey tasted Hung's like sauce or something like that, and all Trey could Trey got the sauce in his mouth, and he just got a big smile on his face, and he just
Yeah.
goes, "Damn!"
Yeah.
And then when they asked them, and Trey's like, "Yeah, I tried Hung's food, and it was so good." And then Hung just goes, "Thank you," said nothing else,
Said nothing else. Didn't say I tried his food and it tasted good. Just was like, yep, thanks.
said nothing else.
Yep, thanks.
Either a really great edit, or he
Yeah.
was just like, "Nah, I'm not gonna."
Literally
say
was
shit."
like, yeah, I tasted his. It was food.
Hung is like, "This is a competition. Fuck
Yeah.
your food.
Yeah.
I
F
made
you.
good food. I made good food with no color."
So this next clip we're gonna play is just because Reeves not here, and it's for my special contingent of fans who
Is it-
listen to the podcast.
is it-
It's for the Feet Freaks.
Is it Padma? Yes.
A little bit tough on me.
You say that they held up well against the frying. I actually think anything holds up well against frying. You could fry my toe and batter it well, and it would taste good.
You goddamn right it would.
Feed freaks, this is
You
for you.
goddamn right it
This
would
is
taste
for
good.
you guys.
Forget battering and frying. I bet that toe tastes good, boy. It is.
The feed freaks want that toe served raw They want it served with a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of citrus.
Yep.
Just put it on a plate. Carpaccio, that shit.
Yeah, they want a carpaccio of them toesies.
They want carpaccio, padma toes, carpaccio toes,
Carpaccio toes.
carpadma toes. There you go. It's a t-shirt.
So
She
also
knows,
feed freaks.
she knows that she's pandering to the feed freaks,
Yeah,
right?
she knows. Well, I mean, we've established in the first 2 seasons there's feed freaks. Ever since Elia did that opening,
They've been feed freaks since day one.
there's been feed freaks. So she knows. So she's like, okay, let's get the Reddit up on these feed freaks.
Yeah, she's trying to get the buzz going. But I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Which toe we talking about?
God, I hope it's that middle one.
The middle? I'm looking at my toes. Which toe would I want it to be? So here's what I think. You fry up that big toe, Tom says that's too much food. And
Yeah,
gets
it's
mad.
too much food. It's too much.
Now the little toe, that's perfect bite. That's one perfect bite. That's an amuse bouche. That's perfect bite.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the toes, maybe you do
Kind of too
toes.
small.
Maybe you do toes 3 ways.
Maybe do toes 5 ways.
You just do, yeah. That's where you put the whole foot in your mouth.
Yeah.
Feet freaks.
Foot in
We're
your
talking
mouth.
to you guys.
Feet freaks.
Reeves
Where you
isn't
at?
here. It's late at night. The feet freaks come out at night. We're with you. Look, we're not making fun of you.
Feet freaks come out at night.
We love this
Feet
too.
freaks come out at night.
We're
The
not
feet
kink
freaks
shaming.
come out at night. The feet freaks come out at night.
We're not kink shaming. You have to admit, if you like toes a lot, that's funny.
That's funny.
And then Padma said that was just amazing. So great.
Her manicured, her pedicured foot just battered and pancake battered and deep fried and it's in your fucking belly.
Feet freaks like, are you double frying that?
I'm double frying. It's a deep fry.
Are you gonna like put it in a brine for a while? Like let it sit in something?
Oh, I'll put it in a brine.
Is that me, Brian? Redneck name?
In a brine.
That's how Clay says my name.
That's how Clay does say your name. And
So
maybe
Trey
we should talk
wins.
about so Trey Bake wins. And Clay is unsure why he's there and they dismember him at the judge's table. It's so hard to watch. But if Clay was not in this show, I think one of the 2 people who did not finish plating would have gone home.
Yeah.
So Howie and Brian are saved because Clay pulled a Jamie. He served fish with cheese.
Was there cheese in it?
No, but I'm just saying he served a
Oh.
meal that was as bad as that. So he's going home, and I guess we should listen to his goodbye.
Well, can we listen to we don't listen to it, but I don't talk about it at least.
What?
Because like Bourdain
Howie?
really tries to like give it to Howie. Like
Okay, I've got that clip.
Yeah.
Let's listen to it.
I just, you know what? I was focusing more on trying to make sure everything was as perfect as I could make it.
I have a question.
Sure.
What is your major malfunction?
Too mean.
What is my major malfunction?
What is the first rule of the restaurant business? You show up on time. What's the second rule of the business? You have your stuff in the window on time at the same time as everybody else. Am I wrong?
No,
One
not at all.
plate here. I want my food now. I want it hot. I want what I ordered.
That's fair enough. In your book, though, you know, there's a little part that says about Ecuadorian line cooks, I believe. Ecuadorian.
Oh, that's unfair, man.
But wait a minute. And what does it say? It says you can yell at this person, and they'll give it to you when it's wrong. But these particular people, they give it to you when it's right.
You son of a bitch.
Bravo.
So I think this was the first time Bourdain died. It was when Howie cooked his fucking ass.
Look, you can have Howie deep fry Anthony Bourdain right now, and it's gonna taste good. Because we just saw it happen, and it fucking tasted good. Anthony
So take
Bourdain
that.
is like the king of mean. We know that he's
Yeah.
trying to be the roast master general.
Seems to be the king of hypocrisy as well.
Could you imagine? You're a guest judge on a TV show, and you're like, I'm known for being mean. People like it when I'm mean. I'm gonna fucking roast this bald dude. Let him know he fucked up by not putting frog legs on the table. And you lay the smack down, and you sit back and you cross your arms. And then that motherfucker quotes your book to you.
You weren't expecting that.
Ethered.
You got ethered. son.
Anthony Bourdain got ethered.
This guy got embalmed in front of us.
Look, they shouldn't put this. This should be taken off Hulu because
Yeah,
it is
this-
the murder. There's
This
a
is
murder.
a murder of Anthony Bourdain in front of us. That's why he wasn't invited back for a whole season.
Yeah, because he got fucking.
He didn't want to see
KO'd.
Howie again. He didn't
got-
want to see
No,
Howie.
he was ducking Howie.
Exactly. He
Maybe he
knew.
comes back on Howie Goes Home, but he was
Yeah.
ducking Howie.
Yeah, he was like, hey, you want to come back on the show? He's like, is Howie there?
He's like, yo, is Howie
He's
still there?
like, yeah, you mother.
Anthony hits it with, and then he's like, so who else gonna be there? And they're like, oh, Hung's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Mike is gonna be there. He's like, oh, is Howie gonna be there?
Yeah, I think Howie will be there.
Oh, I'm busy.
I'm busy at night. I'm busy at night.
He got smoked. Howie
Punk.
Howie wore Anthony Bourdain's sleeping
Exactly.
chain around his neck. He's like, look, this is Howie Bourdain's sleeping. He KO'd him.
Howie may not have put the second dish of frog legs on the plate, but he served up a different kind of surf and turf. You know what I mean?
He hit him with the turf was Anthony Bourdain cooked. Well done.
Oh, he surfed Joe ass.
And I have a question anyway. Frog is surf. In this episode, Frog was turf. Frog is surf.
No, frog is turf.
Frog goes both ways.
Frog does go both ways, but it lives on. I think it spends more time on land.
They're born in water.
Born in water, but lives on land.
I tell you what, I would get both Frog and do Frog two ways, and I'd say surf and turf, and they'd go, damn,
They
son.
go, damn, you. They did have to resuscitate Bourdain. He was like, Bourdain, get up. I know how we just cooked your ass, but Brian just cooked your ass again.
I believe in your book it says, and he was like, motherfucker.
I
You
bet
heard
you
us.
know what's funny. I bet you Howie read that chapter that morning. And
Just worked out.
He just worked out. Because how else do you pull that?
It was great. That's legend status right there. More people don't talk about that.
I loved it. All right, let's talk about
All right, let's end this
let's
shit.
listen to Clay going home.
Clay, please pack your knives and go.
Thank you for the opportunity. It's an honor to have been here.
Good luck to you.
Being the first one to leave, I feel very disappointed. I guess not being able to get over my nerves is what's really, really killed me. Had a lot of really good laughs and feel like I, even in such a small amount of time, made some already really close friends. If I could learn anything from my father, it's to go with your heart and do what you know is right. But I think he already knows I'm the top chef. Either way, I don't need a fancy title.
No, you do.
Yeah, good
You literally need the fancy title.
Good
Top
nerd.
Chef. So this is like understanding how cutthroat the show used to be, because he shares the story about his dad taking his life.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way they're getting rid of him this episode. And they do. Why show that clip and then also get rid of him in the same episode? At least don't show what he says about his
Keep
dad.
it out.
Yeah, keep it out. Because then I'm like, wow, you guys are heartless. You edited that in to make it seem like he's here for the long haul, maybe. But you knew he was going home. And you're just like, wow.
Yeah. I wonder if Tom was like, all right, Clay, get your shit and go. Clay goes home.
Uh-huh.
Tom's meeting with the producers after the episode, and he's like, great episode, guys. Yeah, great work. The producer's like, man, you really said that Clay got home after his dad killed himself at restaurants. And Tom was like, I did what now?
And they played the clip and he was like, why didn't you guys tell me this?
You should have told me this before I did it.
Before I did it was like, well, you told us not to interfere.
I mean, but this is
this is
different.
different.
You have to know when it's right
Yeah.
to tell me something.
Oh God.
Can we get him back? No.
No, you
Well,
sent him home.
what if I started a show after the show
where
people could get a chance to get back into Top Chef Kitchen?
I don't know. We'll workshop it, Tom.
Okay, we'll think about that. What if it came on? What if it starts next season?
Okay, we'll think about it, Tom.
Let's put a pin in this. If it starts
a pin.
next season, no, this is me and you, Jamal.
Yeah.
If Last Chance Kitchen starts in season 4, it is because of this.
It's because of this.
It's because Tom sent home Clay.
Yeah, and he felt so bad.
And he felt so bad.
He had no idea. He had to talk to the editors, and they're like, "Yeah, we were shocked that you sent him home, considering he shared this big story and was like He was connecting with everyone in the show so deeply, and then you just sent him home because he made bad. What was it? scale
everything.
monkfish or whatever, and pork chops.
He made bad everything.
Yeah,
his
we were
food was so
shocked.
bad that people who didn't serve food beat him.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the standings for tracking of the contestants right now. Right now, Trey has 4 points. He's in the
Oh, you're
lead.
doing points for this?
I'm doing the points. We don't
Wow.
have teams because this has already happened. So we can't
Yeah, it's
follow
in the
it
past.
live.
You can't bet on things that happened in the past. This isn't a
Yeah.
movie.
This isn't a movie, people.
This isn't Back to the
Okay?
Future.
It's not Future to the Back. Now,
Mm-mm. We
Trey's
wish it was.
winning. He's got 4 points. Hung is in second place with 2.5 points. Sarah and Micah are in third. So we're going to see if this plays out the way it should. Whoever has the lowest points, once they start kind of separating,
Mhm.
whoever the lowest points, are they eliminated every week? We'll find out.
Should
as we
be.
go through this.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie.
Men lie. Women lie.
Brian lies a lot.
No, I don't.
You've lied multiple times this episode.
It's called telling a joke.
Guys, leave a review if you thought his jokes were good or if they were lies. And
Some
then
of them
rate
were true.
And then rate them 4 stars or 5 stars or 1 star, or how many stars you want. So we've come to the end. This is the end, and we hope Reeves will be back. But if he's having too much fun in your hometown, he might never come back.
I think if he doesn't come back, it's not because he's having too much fun. It's because someone pushed him off a boat.
And he's wearing a rock coat.
And he just happened. Well, we told him not to buy the rock coat.
I specifically said, whatever you do, definitely don't buy a woman's rock coat because you'll be the first person that they assume did something bad if Ginny goes missing.
And if you do buy the rock coat, for God's sakes, don't wear it on the boat.
Don't wear it on a boat. You could fall off, and then you're wearing a coat made of rocks.
Yeah, and then the fish will make fun of you.
The fish will laugh at you, man, because you can't swim back up wearing a rock coat.
No, and fish.
You don't
are
want
great
to take it off in
swimmers.
the. You don't want to take it off in the water. You'll get cold.
And the fish will laugh at you again
Yeah,
for your body. Fish are mean.
I will never forget the time I was snorkeling in the Bahamas, and I was coming back in the shore, and I saw a barracuda. And I've never seen a barracuda before, and it just giggled.
Mm-hmm.
I saw bubbles come out of its mouth, and I said, "Are you laughing at my body?"
Mm-hmm.
And it had like all these other little fish around it, like a little gang of fish around it, and bubbles started coming out of their mouths too.
And they were all
And
whispering to
And I
each
was
other.
like, this is like high school all over again.
Yeah. What fish don't understand is that like we're naturally going to be fatter than them because we're bigger species than they are.
Yeah. So I look huge to them, but like I was 15 at the time. I was fine.
Yeah, well, I wasn't big.
I was fine. But to them, yeah, I looked big. But the barracuda was like kind of my size. It was a huge barracuda.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, I'm not body shaming here, but it was very skinny.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Do you want me to do the joke about giving away its food? Is that what you're doing?
I don't know. I don't know. All right.
It feels weird to not do an episode with no guests and no Reeves.
Yeah. Reeves, don't do this again.
Should we have guests for this season?
Yeah, we should. We're going to have some guests.
But we should have guests who are fun character, who are big.
Yeah, we've got some fun character guests coming up. So
That's a big promise.
If you are listening at this point in time in the podcast episode, you are in for a treat. We've got some guests coming up. So
We're having a hard time landing with them. It's good to say goodbye.
yeah, okay. Let's just pack our knives and go.